All right, GM boys, welcome in to what should be a joyous championship best ball sweating Sunday morning. It's not. It's not. We all know we don't have Derrick Henry. Other people have Derrick Henry. So the only way that we are going to be able to get all of our money back, all the time that we spent drafting all these best ball teams, there's one thing that we can do, and we are going to win some large field GPPs on DraftKings, FanDuel, maybe Splash Sports today as well. Yeah, just really, I mean, honestly, there just is no way. There's really no way around it. That sucked, and we got to be better. We got to be better. So let's go ahead and do our first set of the sim run here. I mean, let me tell you, I know basically exactly already what I'm gonna do before I run this sim, which is that I am going to play uh, Cardinals Bengals stacks. I think I'm gonna play Chase and McBride on every team that I do, and I'm going to be happy to do it. Some really interesting running back plays. Probably the most interesting running back play is how much does Ashton Genty get played in this tanking game against the Giants? Is if Ashton Genty is just killing the Giants, is Ashton Genty going to get pulled? Because there's definitely a real chance that he does get pulled. We've had multiple reports now where like NFL insiders have been like, "Oh, Genty, yeah, he's good to go. He's good to go." But the fact that they are reporting that he's good to go does not make me feel that good about being all in on Ashton Genty. Because if he plays the whole game, well, he's the best running back play of the slate, DraftKings or FanDuel, right? I mean, he's a 25 touch running back against the Giants, who's 5,900. But we just can't. I guess we just cannot be that certain. So we've got Red Zone, a Spy, and a little $12 one to fill out here as well. This is what I currently have saved in cash. I'm trying to figure out how to get. I would like to get ETN in this lineup, but there really just is not any way to do it. I believe the top ETR optimal that most of your opponents are going to be playing. Actually, let's see here what. Yeah, you can punt with Taysom Hill. I mean, Mayer is probably slightly better. I believe the top ETR opto that all your opponents are going to be playing in cash is Lawrence, ETN, Gene T, Chase, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Trey McBride, Michael Mayer, and the Steelers. Yeah, I so the thing is I'm not coming off of McBride. I will be very stubbornly playing Trey McBride instead of Hunter Henry or Tyler Warren. I'll be playing no I will be playing no Indianapolis Colts today. Because they are now eliminated from the postseason. They do have Phillip Rivers starting in that game. But the issue with that is, I mean, they could get down 14 points and like just be like, all right, well, we're gonna call it here. So I don't love the Colts today. Actually, let's just kind of look at this in terms of the Seahawks and Panthers, they're playing the whole game. Arizona, Cincinnati, they're playing the whole game just because they have been playing the whole game. Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So actually, the Steelers really have to win that game. The Colts are done and playing these old quarterbacks. Miami is totally done. We saw them give up in their game last week, bringing the backups in. And then we have Tampa Bay, obviously, is trying. The Patriots are going to be up by a bazillion against the Jets, but they are definitely playing him. New Orleans, Tennessee, I mean, it doesn't really matter there. We do need to be cautious, Giants and Raiders, because like Dart could come out in this game. Geno could come out in this game. Huge mess. And then Philadelphia, Buffalo, both of these teams are all in and they have to win. So really it's the Colt spot that is kind of most concerning to me. All right, here we go. So we've got our first run on The Sims. And what do you know? It's the guys. It's the guys we want to play. We have Jacoby Brissett, Trevion Henderson, Tony Pollard, the now sick Tedderoy McMillan, Jacoby Myers, JSN, Trey McBride, Michael Mayer in the Browns defense. So I would just play Chase on that lineup. Yes, exactly. The Raiders and the Giants are both trying to lose. So I don't know exactly what it is going to look like, but there is definitely a reasonably high probability that Genty or Tracy, who both project as like stone chalk in this game, kind of end up getting benched in the middle of this game, which you can't really feel that good about. So I guess 4,600, there's not going to be anyone playable at 4,600. So I guess maybe it would be you do Michael Mayer and then you go up from Kyle Williams to a $5,400 wide receiver. Issues, there's not really anyone there. So what do you do? What do you, I guess, well, or actually you could just do this because I like Kyle Williams, I think, more than I like Trey Tucker. You could pay all the way up at defense, I guess. Pick 2 standard league championship. Give me Igbuka and Kyle Williams. Darren Waller or Goddard. Give me Goddard. Prediction of Kyle Williams routes targets. Kyle Williams runs 64% of the routes and gets 5 targets. That's my official prediction for Kyle Williams. Full PPR flex. Kyle Williams, Kyle Manungai, MHJ Burden. I go Burden there pretty easily. Burden is a different category of player than those fellas. All right, so let's go. What is just the highest McBride and Chase team? Because that is what I'm most interested in here on runthesims.com. Yeah, so I don't like the JSN and cash team. So this is what the JSN and cash team is. And you guys can decide if you like this or not. I greatly prefer Trey McBride by like a freaking country mile, actually. Honestly. I don't even really think it's all that close. But here you go. Here's your JSN team. Lawrence, Tracy, Gene T, Chase, Myers, JSN, Tyler Warren, Michael Mayer, Steelers, Tonjes or Taysom Hill. Give me Tonjes. Second on the Schnauzer, too. All right, well, send it higher, brother. Rooting for you. Tonjes is going to be like the tight end 10. I got Tonjes over all these other guys with none. Who's my gold star? Trey McBride. I don't know if it counts, but yeah, Trey McBride. Trey McBride or Brian Thomas Jr. Shuck is the GPP's play of the slate. I like that. Yeah, I think Shuck is really strong. Brian Thomas or Luther Burden. Give me Brian Thomas. Jackson Hayes, punt. No. Jackson Hawes is also that game. I don't know. You maybe not check the. I just checked the weather this morning. Look at the weather for Philadelphia Buffalo. We've got rain, heavy pregame, in-game, post-game, alternating between moderate and heavy rain. Full PPR, pick the tight end, Strange at Colts, or give me Strange. You fit in McBride as well. Just play Carter or Tracy. I don't think that works. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. Strange or Loveland, give me. Oh, if you have the stack, I would do Strange. PPR, Michael Carter, Ken Walker. I'd do Walker. I would do Tonjes over Warren. I am very scared of the Colts today. Need some help. Hurts or May, and then Trevion. Pretty easy, I think. Yeah, GM. Last march of the Slappies begins. Burrow doubles with McBride and Carter. Yeah, simple. Unfortunately, none of my BBM6 teams made it past the semis, but I was able to get one into the finals with the big board as well as the puppy. Hell yeah, Stefan. The big board is the ball knowers contest anyways. Wow. An Elijah Higgins team. Don't think I'll be playing that, but you could easily play this top team with Mayer or Taysom. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I just definitely know that's what I'm doing in the spy. So let's go pull that up right now. Yeah, Derrick Henry with the back-weighted production. GM, pick 2. Fannin, Trey Tucker, Coker, or Burden. I think you go Fannin, Burden. But if we get so Teteroy McMillan is questionable with an illness. So if we get some report there that if we get a report that Tet is not playing, then I would put Coker over Fannin. I am not trusting any Wandale in my own personal lineups today. I think that the New York Giants are going to try so hard to not win this game that it does not make a ton of sense to try and force that. So let's go Brian Thomas Jr. Let's go Ashton Jeanty. I don't want to play. Ooh, I kind of like Dylan Sampson. I like Dylan Sampson on DraftKings, actually. Yes, you are dead to rights with no big dog. What about the little board currently projected second on BBMDB? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Chad. Spend my $1 million. Buy some Bitcoin, Jake. Brissett, Jeanty, Gainwell, Chase, Wilson, Diggs. I probably am not considering Gainwell, Wilson, or Diggs in cash myself. Myers or London in a full PPR. Honestly, give me Myers. Give me Fannin over Tonjes. Does Purdy suck without Kittle? I'd probably do Caleb. GM. Yes, the extension that I use on DraftKings that shows the Run the Sims projections is the Draft Caddy. A link to that is in the description of this YouTube video. Flex Tet, Gainwell, or Devonta Smith. Give me Tet, assuming he's good. Give me Michael Carter over Ramondre. Give me Caleb Williams. Okay. So I guess these are the guys. Well, I guess the only guys I know I want for sure are Jamar Chase and Trey McBride. And then Jacoby obviously is possible, and then Burrow obviously is possible. And that's like legitimately all that I want to do. Yeah. I just feel like it's so self-evident that that is how you win today. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but it just feels like that is exactly how you win today. PPR Warren or Tonjes. Give me Tonjes. So I guess what's the most useful second run? Well, I'd like to play Trevion. And then a 10.8K left. So definitely got a punt defense. Guess you could do the Browns. Yeah, Browns totally playable. And then if you do Kyle Williams as your punt wide receiver, it doesn't really get you much at flex, though, is the issue. So maybe it makes sense to go the other way and you do Taysom in the flex and a $5,600 wide receiver. I mean, Igbuka, whatever. Won't BTJ get sauce today? I mean, probably. I don't know. Shouldn't he really probably be on Myers? Behind in my home league finals, think I have to sit T-Mac for Burden and play the game stack. Yeah, you just want to increase your correlation if you're the underdog, I think. Well, that's how I would do it. All right. What are any of these other teams that interesting? Jacoby Achane could be interesting. Not Josh Palmer. Let's go check the old optimal rates. So quarterback optimal rate, highest optimal rate is Lawrence, Burrow, followed by Mayfield, followed by Jacoby. That's a lot of optimal probability between those guys. Running back, fucking 24% optimal rate for Genty. Really high optimal rate for James Cook, ETN, Achane, Taylor. Yeah, Trevion looks really underowned to me. I would play Samson over Taysom for sure. Meyer and Diggs. I'm not really that into Diggs today. I would still probably play Rico over in this spot though, and just hope he gets a touchdown. His implied touchdown probability has to be better than Dylan Sampson's or Taysom Hill's. Oh, everyone is gonna play Genty. Genty is gonna be like 97% owned in cash, I think. I would imagine. I don't see how you don't play Genty. I mean, I guess like he's the best projection by a freaking country mile. Like what do you even do, man? Feels feels pretty straightforward. Chris Godwin not really projecting that well. He projects fine. I feel like Cook or Saquon will be in the winning lineup. Yeah, Saquon and Cook in that weather, both of those guys are real sick plays. You just kind of have to double punt to get there, which is, I mean, in the context of the slate, honestly, probably fine. Maybe I try and rework this with so maybe I try and do Kyle Williams, Browns defense, and then you do, yeah, could do Saquon, um, and then can even spend up on defense. Yes, the projection does account for Raheem Mostert getting snaps. Matt Collins has to at least be out for 4 weeks, so he's at least out for 2 weeks of the week 18 wild card. Yeah, he's out at least 2 postseason games for Matt Collins. I would go Marvin Harrison Jr. over Joshua Downs. I wonder, man, the issue is the projections don't really love Saquon. You could do something like Burrow, Genty, Barkley, Chase, Kyle Williams. The thing is, though, is then you're like triple punting. Ooh, maybe IR does restart when the postseason starts. That'd be the first time hearing of it, but it's definitely possible. GM, Waller or Gesicki. Give me Waller there. I guess Gesicki you don't like near as much when Gesicki you do not like near as much when both T and Chase are in. Seahawks or Patriots the better pay up D? I mean, give me the Patriots because they're more likely to face pass attempts. Yeah, I'd go Luther over Corum and Mondre. I would do Tet and Carter. I would do the Giants defense, or no, I do the Jags defense. I would do Tonjes over Mayer and Taysom. Alave should be good to go. I think the only thing we're really waiting on is official confirmation that Tedroy McMillan is in with being sick. All right. Jacoby Brissett, Genty, Jamar Chase, BTJ, Kyle Williams, Trey McBride, Taysom Hill. I mean, feels pretty good. Can always swap off of Genty if we get a bad report. I guess who would it be swapping off for, though? Gainwell or Tracy and FanDuel Cash. Can't imagine playing Gainwell on FanDuel, but maybe he's fine. I don't know. There we go. Samson, I guess Samson not confirmed. We'll learn in 10 minutes. Yeah, Tonjes over Taysom. Popped up on Sleeper that Tet's expected to play. All right, well, there we go. Man. I wonder. I like this Barkley stuff. I wonder, is there, you could do like Brissett, Sampson, Barkley. God, the issue is all these teams you end up punting somewhere, which doesn't feel that great. Trevion or AJB, give me Trevion today. Do I maybe just play Marvin Harrison Jr. over Brian Thomas Jr. on this team? I think maybe I will. Marvin Harrison Jr., Jags D. Yeah, I think I'm going to run this. Jacoby Brissett, Genty, Barkley, Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyle Williams, Trey McBride, Taysom Hill, and the Jaguars. This is the spy. I mean, Eagles, Bills, weather worries me for the passing game, not really for the rushing. Yeah, definitely want to do a shuck team. Thielen or MBS? Ugh. Thielen, I guess. All right. That's a pretty good spy team. I mean, whatever. Need Barkley to do his part. And I mean need Taysom also to do literally anything. The double tight end stuff. Okay. So now let's pop in Chase. Let's pop in McBride. And let's see if we can do a Shuck team. So you got Shuck. You've got Gene T. Let's do Trevion Henderson on this one. Let's do Alave. And if you're not doing Kyle Williams, what is the highest I've finished in the spy? I don't know. I had one really good spy team, but I don't remember. I might have finished like 20th, maybe 30th. Not really that interested in Parker Washington. He's probably fine. I don't know. Parker Washington, the stuff against the Broncos felt really game plan specific to me. Now does it even work? If I put Jacoby Myers, it's not even gonna work. You can't even do it. So if you do Panthers, so it'd have to really come down. So let's put Mayer in there in the flex. Maybe you come off Genty for Gainwell. Nope, doesn't fit. Tracy. Yes, yeah. Let's look at the top. That's a good idea. Let's just look at the top Shuck teams. There's probably some bangers in here. Top Tyler Shuck teams. Shuck, ETN, Gainwell, Jacoby, Wandale, Olave, AJ Barner, Trey McBride in the flex, and the Browns defense. Did you have a profitable year on DraftKings this year? Oh yeah, by a lot. I would basically assume that I was one of the 20 best ROI cash game guys. I don't know. Probably have to run a deeper analysis of that. I wish we stopped slandering Saquon. Well, we didn't stop slandering Derrick Henry either. Seattle D or Pittsburgh D? Give me the Seattle defense. Shuck, ETN, Gainwell, Jacoby Myers. Those are kind of fun teams. The issue is I need a punt wide receiver that is not Kevin Austin Jr. I mean, I assume Kevin Austin Jr. ran like a bazillion routes for the Saints last week. We just didn't know. Kevin Austin Jr. Yeah, there you go. Austin served as the Saints' number 3 wideout. Incredible. Mason Tipton. I like Evans. Evans is a good play today. I don't the thing is I don't want to do Kyle Williams, I think, on both my teams. Kyle Williams is my was on my spy team. All right, so options would be no, I can't even do Shaheed. Can't even really do Coker. You could honestly play Thielen, I think. Parker Washington is too expensive. Igbuka's too expensive. Malik Washington, maybe. Maybe DeMario Douglas if he plays. Maybe Efton Chisholm. Man. Mason Tipton, 3,500. What a slate. Yes, Dante Pettis in 2025. Yeah, I like Michael Carter. I don't really like MVS. Demario Douglas is questionable, but it really shouldn't matter either way because Demario Douglas is slot only. and Keyshawn Boutte and Mac Hollins are out. So Demario Douglas is mostly going to impact Efton Chisholm. I would not play Judy today, but I don't know, man. I've seen worse things. Yeah, I've got a couple championship matchups today in both redraft and dynasty, but I'm just gonna keep it real, man. They any chance a Chase Brown, JT Bijan team can play side? I mean, you just need one of those guys to outscore Henry. %38 projection, dog. Am I sticking with Hurts over Shuck? Yeah, I think you have to. Saints or Giants, DST and swaps? Saints, I guess. Well, maybe I just do 2 Kyle Williamses. Maybe Jack Besh. Maybe DK. No, DK's too expensive. All right, so if I put in a running back that I like here, if I put in ETN, what does that do? 3,700. 3,700. Could do Mechie. I'm probably just going to do Kyle Williams. Yeah, Alex Bachman, Turner overdrive running routes. I guess, I don't know. What is the... Does it even make sense to do 2 Kyle Williamses? Or should I do a Mason Tipton? Mason Tipton had 4 for 29 last week. All right, let's go see the routes. We're in it. We gotta look at the New Orleans Saints routes from the last couple weeks. I just had Henry last night, 60% projected, need 2 receivers. Igbuka and Coker. Won't be winning in the NFFC, sadly. Will not be generating victory in the NFFC because it didn't have Derrick Henry. All right, Saints wide receivers. When did Vele get hurt? Vele got hurt week 13, week 14. Nope. Vele got hurt here. Okay. We've got Kevin Austin. My God, man. Am I about to play Kevin Austin? 85% of the routes. Oh my God. 85% of the routes. I think I'm about to play Kevin Austin. GM, half PPR need 1. Saquon, ETN. I mean, I would just do Saquon. High stakes teams not looking as good. Bull in a China shop. No Derrick Henrys for us. Saquon still the gold star. Yeah, I love Saquon. Oh, Solver likes Kevin Austin. Run the Sims is giving me Kevin Austin right now. Kevin Austin Jr. right there. Yeah, he is literally just exercising. I don't know. I think I'm about to do it. Because this has everything I want pretty much other than Mayer being in there. Shuck, ETN, Hendo, Chase, Olave, Kevin Austin. I mean, that's a Shuck double stack. Oh, Solver like Derrick Henry. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Leone has a finals team. He might. Well, what if I just didn't play Olave? Huh. Any Bucky love? Just hard for me to like a guy who's not getting any goal line touches or passing down work. Not to say you can't play him, but I'm not that into Marquise Bucky Irving today. I think he's probably fine. Huh. All right. Well, is there a better defense? Eagles defense in the rain or the Browns? Yeah, I think we just do the Browns. There you go. Samson, Tet, and Olave are all active. Cash Core, Meyer, Law, Myers. Yeah, I think that's right. Sure. Can I give your opinion on my team in the Puppy 4 UC Bearcat? Sure, brother. Finals, the Puppy 4. UC Bearcat. Lawrence and Ward, Henry, Caleb Johnson, ETN. All right, so you're really fucking thin. Yeah, you really needed Kittle to play. Because who are you wanting to be your flex in this lineup? Yeah, sorry, brother. It's a good team, but you needed George Kittle to play. Because I don't know how you get a flex score here. I guess maybe the commander or maybe the Jets shut down Breece Hall and you get like 20 points from Isaiah Davis. Could happen. All right, so that's Shuck done and dusted. Shuck, ETN, Henderson, Chase, Olave, Kevin Austin, Trey McBride, Michael Mayer, and the Browns. Bang. All right, now we've got a fair catch to do. Let's make this a Lawrence one. So we'll go Lawrence, Myers, and let's do Strange, actually. Strange, and then McBride and Chase. And we can do actually like Gainwell here potentially. Gainwell and Henderson with a Well, Panthers D gives us what? 4,700 at wide receiver. You're right. You know what? You're right. You're right, Goods. We'll go Brian Thomas Jr. here. $4,700 at wide receiver, though. The issue is there's just nothing there. Pierce. Maybe Mitchell. I could sell myself. Oh, maybe Shaheed. Yeah, what if Caleb Johnson is the guy you need? What is the Drake May optimal rate? Really high. Drake May optimal rate on DraftKings. Not as high as I thought. 8.5%. Highest optimal rate by a lot is Trevor Lawrence. Yes. You know what? Let's do okay, there we go. Brett says 80 Mitchell's going nuts in garbage time. That's all I need. Done. Lawrence, Gainwell, Henderson. Do I have the stones for Gainwell here? I don't think I do. I'd much rather do Genty. No, you know what? Whatever, we're leaving it. Lawrence, Gainwell, Henderson, Brian Thomas, Shamar Chase, Adonai Mitchell, Brenton Strange, Trey McBride, Panthers D. Yes, let's spin up a booster Reno here on Underdog. Caleb Johnson, I don't even think is going to be active today. I would imagine because this game actually matters now. So first thing we're gonna do is take Jamar Chase for actually no, not for a touchdown. We're gonna do Jamar Chase for 109 receiving yards. We are gonna do Trey McBride for 100 receiving yards. Then we are gonna do Brian Thomas Jr. to 89.5 receiving yards. Oh, what? There we go. GM Gold Star play of the day is Kyle Williams. I love it. Season long standard scoring, Corum or Rico. Honestly, you know what? Give me Corum, bro. Give me Corum. All right, so let's get Brian Thomas Jr. up to 269. Let's get Jamar Chase up to 109. Why is it inactive, bro? Stop doing this to me. Wait, hold on. What's is Kyle Williams? There we go. Let's do Kyle Williams actually to 59.5. Got a message. Pete. Kyle Williams 36.5 rec yards higher. There we go. We're doing the shipcast early today. Elijah Mitchell got waived, brother. Okay, BTJ, Kyle Williams, and Trey McBride. Trey McBride to 99.5. Now, can we do our profit boost? There we go. And we'll do $13 on that one. Why not? There you go. Disable developer mode in your browser and try again. Why so much Brian Thomas Jr. love today? Good matchup, and he's not owned. Have to start one with Bowers out. I would do Tonjes. What the fuck is developer mode? I've never turned on developer mode in my life. All right, let's try it again. One more time. And then we'll go do the we'll go do our FanDuel teams. Okay. I'm gonna unapply this. I'm gonna do this. $14. There we go. Brian Thomas Jr., Kyle Williams, Trey McBride. It's a nice little one, actually. Gonna go ahead and tweet that one out. I mean, I would assume that Jacob is winning the ADP chasing draft by like a bazillion. Jacob's team was insane, if I remember correctly. Okay. I would do Barkley and Cook, honestly. Oh, that's right. Eli Mitchell got claimed by the Patriots. Okay, now we need to go run the Sims over on FanDuel. We're going to run 10,000 lineups, smaller contest field, number of Sims 10,000. We're going to do flat payout. We are going to do a really high salary range, and I'm actually going to bump up the optimal range a bit as well. All right. And there we go. This is going to take a while to run, so get comfortable, boys. All right. And I guess I need to decide what I'm playing in cash. I mean, probably Tracy here. Oh, maybe not. I mean, what does Tracy even get? Nothing really. You definitely still want Burrow over Caleb. I like Dylan Sampson today. Made it to my league championship. Loveland or Strange, half PPR. You know what? Give me Strange today, Zigsta. I like the spot. Okay. Well, that doesn't really get me much of anything that as I thought. So Jacoby, Genty, Chase, Myers, Kyle Williams, Trey McBride, Panthers D. I have 11.7 left per slot. If I do ETN, yeah, ETN, you can't get anything. 40 because 4,600 is nothing. So you can't do ETN. If you do Tracy, 6,300 doesn't do anything either. Huh. Well, I don't really know. I guess you could honestly, you could. I think you could get away with Shuck. I think you could just maybe get away with Shuck. It still doesn't get you Michael Carter. 20% is way too high, and it won't be that high. I like Dylan Sampson today. I think Dylan Sampson's gonna catch like 4 passes. Well, I think Sampson is in a decent spot. All right. No, Pop Douglas doesn't do anything to Kyle Williams. Pop Douglas only plays in the slot. Like all of Pop Douglas's routes historically come out of the slot. Ownership is looking super flat on quarterbacks. Yeah, no quarterback. So Burrow 13%, Drake May 16%, and a lot of Trevor Lawrence. Oh, you know what? I did this wrong. I messed this up. I should not have done this. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm running this sim again. I knew messing with those buttons was gonna do it. Trevion optimal rate is very high on DraftKings. I think he was the 4th highest optimal rate running back. Trey Tucker over Will. See, I don't know, man. I do not know about Trey Tucker. He feels like a guy who could get killed by game flow pretty easily. I mean, I guess you can just eat the chalk. You can just do this. Trevor Lawrence. Well, wait, no. Oh yeah, because it's not McBride. I just gotta play McBride. So I guess if you did, oh well, you know what? You could just do this, and then you could play Marvin Harrison Jr. Derrick Henry opens very high in the Derrick Henry is going to open really high in the big board because this performance is going to be fresh. The Higgins McBride double. What about it? What about it, boys? Wow. Can you look at my BBM and big board? Sure. Sure, I can, brother. BBM. No Henry. I mean, you need Bijan Robinson. Yeah, you're probably dead. You're probably dead in BBM. Sucks, but it's the way she goes. The big board. ETN. Yep, and you're probably dead here. Ooh, you get a huge McCaffrey Puka explosion, and Gino. I mean, you're. I don't think you're gonna win, but you could definitely improve your standing of where you're at. But no Henry. I mean, no one's making any money without Henry. No, I am not a Jackson Dart hater. I'm the opposite. I am a Jackson Dart believer. Big time J Dart believer. In a pretty weak running back week, I think Brees Hall. Yes. No, I think you're right. I think you're right. All right. I need to recenter myself here. So I need to figure out. So if you did Trey Tucker, 11.2 left per slot. If you did ETN, you can do Mayer, and then you can spend way up at defense up to the Seahawks. Maybe we do that. Yeah, I mean you could swap to Daniel Bellinger if you wanted. All right, let's see what we got over here on FanDuel. Top team, another Jacoby team. Jacoby, Achan, ETN, Tucker, Dante Pettis, Wandale Robinson, Trey McBride, and Ashton Jeanty. Well, probably not playing Dante Pettis, but punt wide receiver. GM, Mr. Yosh. All right. Well, on FanDuel, let's do one Jacoby and one Trevor Lawrence. So we'll do Jacoby. We will do Trey McBride or Reno. We'll do Jamar Chase. And then let's see about the optimal rate stuff. Optimal results. Running back. We've got a lot of optimal rate on Jeanty. A lot of optimal rate on ETN. Well, you know what? ETN. Definitely ETN on this one. He's basically the same price as Jeanty. Wow, the only Watson team in the final. Now that is something. Finals. What did he say? It's Shiva Cup holder. That's very funny. Shiva Cup holder. The only Watson team. And it's a Derrick Henry team. So you could win. You could win Shiva Cup holder because you could get, well, actually, love you, bro. You might be fucked here. You needed something more out of one of your wide receivers. You could finish really high though. You could finish top 10, but you are going to max out. Like you have to use Tesla's 12.4, which sucks. Yeah, he has Puka, but he has already, like, all his wide receiver scores other than Puka are in. Pretty good though. I mean, you like it's. I mean, shit. I don't know. Maybe you can win. Maybe 12.4 is good enough because Henry's not that owned. Like if Puka is the highest scoring wide receiver of the slate, and Stafford gets like 25. What do I think of Meyer, Michael Wilson, or Gesicki Marv? I'm not interested in playing Gesicki really. All right. Fuck, I do not really know what to do in cash here. All right, let's finish this. So let's see. Cheap defense. Cardinals, no. Let's put in the Panthers. 5.9K left per slot. Go back to the optimal. Well, what's our cheap optimal wide receiver? P Wash. You know what? Let's put in Trey Tucker. Why not? We'll do Trey Tucker. Probably need another cheap-ish running back. No, Dylan Sampson maybe. Kyron Henley, only 4 teams. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely like live for a very, very good finish. You're very, very live for a good finish, but you just like you need to have someone have such an insane score that 12 points from Tesla doesn't matter. which is, I mean, dude, it's definitely possible, I guess. What does Marv cost on FanDuel? 64. No, I need like a cheap wide receiver on FanDuel. Adonai Mitchell, Coker. I need someone like that. What does Kyle Williams cost? Oh, there we go. Bang. All right, there we go. We are back on track now. And then we could do Tracy. Oh, so if we did Trevion, we have $6,900 left. Shit. Okay. Yeah, Kyle Williams. There we go. Yes, if Watson had scored another touchdown, I mean, fuck, you are shipping. Okay. 6,900. I mean, maybe go down for. I just thing is, I don't want to go down from Chase. Or maybe play what? How much does Shuck cost? Nah, Shuck's not even cheap. I was gonna say maybe you just replace Shuck, so $6,900 in the flex. I mean, wow, Taysom Hill is fucking 6,800. Maybe just play Michael Carter or Michael Wilson. Do the double. Maybe I just do the double here. Double stacking on FanDuel is just so not as good, though. Maybe. All right. Oh, fuck. Roman Wilson. Is Roman Wilson going to be active? Huh. I mean, I guess maybe we could do a what are the Giants guys cost? Maybe I just do Michael Carter. Being a fish and fading the Cincy and Arizona game. Well, it's going to be very easy for you to win today, brother. You know what? I'm just going to do Michael Carter. Michael Carter, and we can actually get a slightly better defense now, I think. $3,900 left. We could do the Titans. No, I still just like the Panthers. All right. Can I do better than ETN? Nope, not really. Could do Ginty instead of Trevion. No, I like the leverage here with Trevion. GM. Give me Tonjust over Waller and Taysom, and give me Jennings over Devonta. No, I think that you can. I think that Michael Carter and Trey McBride are fine together. All right. Submit that one. Jacoby, Etienne, Trevion, Chase, Tucker, Kyle Williams, Trey McBride, Michael Carter, and the Panthers. Shipper. And then let's edit the other one, and we'll do a Trevor Lawrence team here. Favorite running back under 6K. I got them Carter, Tracy, Sampson, but I honestly like them. I honestly like them all. Hope everyone had King Henry. Not going to find very many King Henry boys here. Okay. Let's get Trey Tucker and Kyle Williams out of this one. What does Trevor Lawrence cost? Lawrence is 8,000. So let's put in what does Myers cost? Myers costs 68. Thomas costs 63. Let's sub out. Let's put in Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson's 58. And then we're back to Kyle Williams. Wow, my whole day is going to revolve around Kyle Williams. Is there even you really don't want to play these defenses. Retirement pick'em is 80 Mitchell, Thielen, Bond, DK, and Kevin Austin over 50 yards each. Sheesh. All right. So that's not going to work. Oh, we can come down from Trevion on this one. And actually, we don't need to play ETN on this one either. So we can come down from Trevion to Tracy. And then we can put in let's put in the Browns defense, 7,600. Thing is, I don't want to play ETN on this team. So we do Genty and Tracy. Do you want to do that? Is there anyone less expensive? Well, you could do Michael Carter on this one. I don't really try and get that different in the spy. It's not big enough. Yeah, Kyle Williams is definitely going to steam a good bit. I would start Trevion Henderson over Jacoby Myers, Bobby. Okay. Do I want to be doing 2 Kyle Williamses? That's really the question. I have a high degree of conviction here, honestly. 7,600. Gene T. Is there anyone else you want to play other than Tracy? Not really. Gainwell, maybe. No. Well, if I go, okay, actually, here we go. So if I go back down to the Panthers defense, can I get up to 6,900? Does that do anything? That does not do anything. Yeah, I mean they're gonna run crazy. They're gonna run crazy. Do I think Trevion could get limited if the Jets are getting blown out? I mean, yeah, like he's not going to be in there when they're up a bazillion points. Pollard Titans. All right, let's go back. What was I just doing? All right, I'm just gonna play this because the projections really like Tracy, and I don't have much of him. So we are gonna do Lawrence, Tracy, Gene T, Chase, Brian Thomas Jr., Kyle Williams, Trey McBride, Dylan Sampson, and the Cleveland Browns defense. Is Keon Coleman active? If he's active, he's going to run a fair amount. And actually, for the first time in the history of the show, I've got something fun for you guys here. We have the ship chasing entry on the show. I have a 60% profit boost, max to 100. Let's run it. So it is Harold Fannin, 49.5 receiving yards. Drake May, fantasy points. Kyle Williams, 31.5 receiving yards. ETN, 17.5 receiving yards. Jamar Chase, touchdown. Done. Bang. That is the ship chasing. Pick them because we're doing it early today. Any reason I never get any promos from Underdog? I would assume it's something to do with the state you live in, probably. All right. So that is well, I'm losing my voice, man. I've been up late a ton. Okay, so done on FanDuel. Done with everything other than cash on DraftKings. Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see if I can. Oh, you know what? Let's do one Splash Sports. Oh, it's almost full. All right. Bang. All right. Tier 1, Puka, McCaffrey, JSN, Josh Allen, Devin A-Chain, Drake May. We are going to do McCaffrey. Hurts, Burrow, Purdy, Lawrence, Taylor, Brissett. We are going to do Jacoby, Stafford, Mayfield, Bijan Robinson. We're going to do McBride, Dart, Darnold, Caleb Williams, Geno, James Cook. We're going to do James Cook. Bowers is out. Rajas, Barkley, Genty, Olave, Chase Brown. We're going to do Barkley, Kittle, Ewers, Bucky, T, Shadur, and Cousins. You know what? Let's take T. ETN, Bryce Young, Trevion Henderson, Kyron, Mike Evans, AJ Brown. We're going to take Trevion. And then in tier 8, who should we take in tier 8? Jacoby Myers, Kenneth Gant. We're going to take Brian Thomas Jr. There we go. A lot of correlated bets today. Stevenson, Pitts, or Sampson in a flex. Give me Pitts. Pitts has just been so good, man. All right, done. Save. Got a tiers in there. Maybe, okay. So if I do Tracy, what does that get me to? 6,300. 6,300. That's $100 off. Fuck. Because this is what I want to play. I want to play this. I want to play Jacoby, Tracy, Genty, Chase, Myers, Kyle Williams, McBride, and Henderson. I mean, what's the $2,000 defense? The Jets? Jesus Christ. No. Jacob was ETN. May was the communal leg. I was the Kyle Williams yards. Karain was Fannin. Fuck. Well, maybe Sampson instead of Tracy. How close are they in projection? Projections. Oh, sorry. This is DraftKings, or this is FanDuel. Slates, Classic, DraftKings, SimRunner Pro. No, I already did it, bro. All right, we'll go Classic Slate Opto. Sean Tucker is probably just not gonna play enough. Can't play Brian Thomas Jr. in cash, I don't think. All right, DraftKings projection. Run the Sims has Tracy for 13 and Dylan Sampson for a lot less. Dylan. Oh, is he not even in here? Cleveland. I need a message. Dylan Sampson not showing up in projections. But Judkins is still showing. I assume Pete has tweeted it. Yes. It's true. He was a Husky. It's true. Man, maybe I just play Shuck in cash instead of Brissett. Shuck has been. I mean, Shuck's been really. Shuck is projected 1.5 worse than Jacoby. 18.92. Wait, if I type in Sampson here, is it going to show up? Dylan Sampson 11.6. There you go. So it's something wrong I had with the filter. What's the route for non-Derrick Henry teams to score this week? Someone has to outscore Derrick Henry who is not paired with him. Maybe Sampson over Tracy, or maybe Shuck over Brisket. Okay, all right. Sampson is in the projections, by the way. I just didn't refresh. I mean, give me Sampson over Kyle Williams. Shuck is literally new. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I just play Shuck. Shuck, and then I can actually get up to the Browns defense. Shuck, Tracy, Gene T, Chase, Myers, Kyle Williams, Trey McBride, Trevion Henderson. That's pretty fucking fire. Henderson is like such a sick play too. I don't know. Maybe I can't do that. Okay. Henderson honestly is probably fancy play. What do you guys think? I'd appreciate it if they didn't though. Yeah. I mean everyone's out there rooting for themselves right now, and I don't blame you. Lord knows I'm rooting to get whatever value left out of my teams that I can. The issue is every team just wants you to play all the optos are all 2 tight end. So I think I'm probably just going to have to do that. I'm not sure what the blitz optimal is. What do I think about CMC receiving props? 8 receptions for 100 and 151 yards. The issue is San Francisco has to win. They have to win both of their remaining games is the issue. My 2v2 is Puka Tracy versus CMC Wandale. I would not play. I don't really want to play the Giants pass catchers. All right. Well, so if I just put Meyer in, I do Meyer and ETN, then I can get Burrow, and then I can get the Steelers or Jaguars defense. I mean, that feels pretty reasonable. PPR flex, Carter, Sampson, Taysom Hill, or Fannin. Give me who? Honestly, I think Michael Carter is the best, but Fannin projects for the most points. All right, I think I might just do this. Burrow and Chase, ETN, Gene T. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do this. Burrow, ETN, Chase. Fading Tucker for Kyle Williams. Yeah. Well, do I just want to I guess that's the thing is do I just want to match the field maybe? So if you match the field, it's Tucker and the whatever. Well, I think fading Tracy is fine. It's more, do I want a 1v1 Tucker? Let's go look at the props. Let's go look at the difference between Kyle Williams and Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker, 45.5 receiving yards, 9.35 fantasy points, 4 for 42 last week. And he is 1.52x. Kyle Williams is, well, yeah, probably just do Tucker because I don't want to fucking lose because Kyle Williams got 4 points. I just strongly feel that Kyle Williams is better than Tucker, but I don't want to lose to Trey fucking Tucker. That's the deal. All right, boys. I'm gonna wrap up here because I gotta go have some breakfast before we come down to do our shipcast at noon. Trey Tucker over Tet. Yes, that is too Galaxy Brain. But yeah, I'll be back with all you guys in 50 minutes to come do the shipcast. So everyone make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys back here in